Welcome to the first and only Battle of the Bands reality program in this country. This is Ignite Gospel Music Festival Season 4 and I'm your host and insider, Carl Guevara. After mag-undergo ng mentoring, 30-minute songwriting challenge at rough performance ang ating mga bands with mentor Ace Libre of Never the Strangers, it's now time para marinig natin ang full and refined version ng kanilang mga kanta. And this time, makakasama na natin ang ating mga house judges. Nangunguna na dyan ang ating house judge na mula pa noong season 1 na si Mr. Harold Hyson at ang ating judge last season na si Miss Casper Blancaflor. Similar naman ang mangyayari tonight. Magpe-perform ang mga bands sa harap ng ating mga judges at kailangan mag-deliberate ang mga judges natin para makapag-come up sila sa iisang score, okay? 25 points ang pinakamataas na score na maaaring ibigay ng ating mga judges. After 4 performances and at the end of this season, pagsasama-samahin natin ang mga scores nila to make up the 50% of their final score para sa ating grand finals. At the end of this episode ay mag-a-announce tayo ng top band for the week na siya mag-uwi ng cash prizes and goodies from Clara Olay and CSM Books. So, ano pang inaantay natin? Let's start the first round! Now, for our first performance, we have Jesusters performing their original song entitled Taas Noo.
ipapakita ko sa'yo na hindi ako mapapalag. Sisigaw ko sa lahat, papasakit ko ang lahat ng masasalamat ko. Paghahawakan ko lahat ang iyong salita at nag-iibigay.
I like the song, guys. I think you did a pretty good job setting the bar nicely to start off. Die down part, I think you were going back into the chorus where you had the hits. It's like the song lost momentum there. That's an arranging issue, not so much a songwriting issue.
It was a decent performance. You know, on a basic level, you stayed in tune, you stayed in time. And I also appreciate the subtle additions in the arrangement as the song went along. I guess I just sort of got confused with the second verse.
If you're going towards the end, like after the bridge, you have to at least maybe transpose your chorus so that it has more build-up, like it has an impact, like it leaves a mark before you end the song.
Yung talaga yung kulang namin yung pag-wrap up nung mismong tugtugan. Kumbaga parang may mga kulang pa kami na dapat namin puliduhin.
If we say 25 is hit ready for radio or for mass exposure, you know, I give this like 15 for me, something like that. I don't see it as there for multiple reasons, even the way that the two guitars are playing off of each other. With two guitars, they could create a lot more diversity musically, but it's not really happening, so I don't feel like they're capitalizing on all their members as well.
5, 4, 3.
performance just needs a bit of tightening. That can be fixed with practice and time. Because I just feel like sometimes hindi yata kayo nagsisync with the drummer and vice versa. I also noticed and I appreciate your shift from halftime to like normal time or double time towards the end.
I was about done listening to your song after about 60 seconds because it just sounds too monotonous. It's like we just kind of got hit with the same thing for the length of the song. But most punk songs are like 2 minutes 30 to 3 minutes, and I think that was about 4 minutes. So to me, it's just too long for the way you arranged it. You could do something with how you orchestrated the guitars instead of them playing the same thing, play off of each other, call and response. Somebody plays something, somebody echoes something. Makes it more interesting, it gives us hooks. So to me, middle of the pack needs improvement. The timing was really rough in a lot of places. It's not tight. The song has a lot of rough edges.
Kahit bata ka pa! Abangan ang mga susunod na performances sa pagbabalik ng Ignite. Huwag kayong bibitiw! You're still watching Ignite! Kung naalala nyo, nung second week natin, sila yung kumanta ng We Can, We Can. Well, tignan natin kung masasabi na natin they can definitely make it to the competition with their performance tonight at kung nai-redeem na nila ang kanilang sarili kay Mentor Ace.
5, 4, 3,
Yes, we can.
For me, the best one was the bridge because of Little David through Anointing Stand as a King. But my only comment is that if you're talking about youth empowerment and you're talking about Little David, it would be better if you talked about the characteristics of David when he was young until he transformed into a king.
Ano yun, magandang suggestion for improvements. Yun, open kami for that. Siguro sa mga susunod gagawin namin. Or kung pwede pang palitan.
I guess I'm a little bit confused with the melody of the bridge, although I know that's the sort of the apex of your song, because I mean, you guys are louder there, the vocals are more intense. So maybe you can approximate the melody for that part just so it's easy for your listeners to latch on to it. Yeah, that's all I have.
For me, the chorus, it's a forgetful song. Like, I wouldn't remember it tomorrow. I'm not gonna have LSS in the car about this song.
Kami nga rin, nakalimutan na rin namin talaga.
Maybe their live playing was, but the condition of the song or the quality of the song, it doesn't have the same recall.
Yeah.
The strength of the pre-chorus on the other group was a lot better.
I think the song was predictable. Like it's up and down and up and down. Like there's no variety in terms of how it sounds. So
Yeah, and I guess on a fundamental level, it just really has a lot of kinks to work out within itself, within the song itself. So performance-wise, they're okay. They can still improve, but I don't think this is really about the performance itself, really, as it is about the song.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
For me, the intro's a little weird. Why did you start off with hits? Why did you start off with that big hit sequence? Like, that's the first thing we hear. Like, first impressions matter, right? So what makes you choose to do that? And then it's not that clean. And I was reading an article just this week from a label executive where they said, your audience gives you 7 seconds before they switch the station on a radio or skip the song. So you just wasted valuable 3-4 seconds on some random hits that, to me, don't correlate to the song in any way. And I'm going to probably skip it before I even heard you sing.
Pinakita lang namin kung ano yung saan kami magaling, kung paano kami mag-rendition at kung ano yung genre ng band. Kaya kami nag-come up with that intro.
The quiet moment, it sets the mood for that impact in the chorus towards the end. But the 2 lines, I didn't expect that we are one, we are future. Like I told him earlier, with simple lyrics like this, you need to really do well in your music. And so there were some recalls like, so will you get up and fight? That's a nice recall to me. I remember that. I don't know if he remembers it now. So.
Really, I mean, everything was fine. My biggest issues are the actual performance, I really don't have that much song issues. A little bit on the arrangement, just for me with some of the choices of where they put the hits and maybe even why they chose the hits that they chose, because like they're using a lot of 16th note hits, but the song doesn't really have that lyrically or in the arrangement, so it just feels, some of the stuff kind of feels out of place in that way. But song-wise, if they would just smooth some of that out, this has got some potential.
Oh, ang galing, no? Makuha na kaya ng for Pico purposes ang top spot o may dumating pang banda na better sa kanila? Let's find that out sa pagbabalik ng Ignite. Welcome back to Ignite! For our 5th performance, here are returnees from Season 1. Ay nako, magtagumpay na kaya silang makuha ang Grand Champion title this season?
5, 4, 3,
I liked the guitar interplay. I think you guys sound balanced. I think it sounded mature. My main issue would be the tempo. Regardless of how you're going to play these types of songs, when you go at double time, when you go at half time, or when you go at the tempo that you started at, it should all be related. That way, you know, if somebody's tapping their foot, it's not like I get confused about where you just went, and that's happening. Good job. Right? Right, Ace? Good job.
Lyrics-wise, I don't know if he understands it, but...
Notice I didn't comment on lyrics. I commented on the feel.
Yeah, but the lyrics, it was deep. I like it very much. The way you used metaphor as well. And I like it when you said, sundin ang tama, wag kang padaya. I think that hit me. So when a lyric or a sentence in a song hits you, then I think you're off to a good start.
We'll take part of it, pero tingin namin mag-stick kami dun sa song talaga.
Well, I liked them. I don't know if I like them as the best, but definitely, you know, I think the other group, We Are Future. Right.
That's not their name.
The name of the song, right? That band who did that, yeah. They did better. They have a better overall song. These guys, it's rough around the edges. You know, the chorus is definitely not as strong as that song.
Yeah.
And the chorus is what sells a song.
Yeah.
And I mean, the genre, if we want to penalize them for genre, the genre is not going to have the same mass appeal as the other group either.
Of course, yeah. Well, I thought the chorus had something like...
No,
Something, but it didn't push.
It did, but it didn't have the same recall.
Yeah, okay.
And the same hook.
I agree.
The lyrical and the melodic hooks in that song are stronger than this one.
Okay. Well, I like them too.
And performance-wise, they beat the other group, right?
Right.
I think that this is the best performing group.
Confident.
They just sounded full.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and
that's
it's the
true.
tone, the EQ of the guitars.
Right.
5, 4, 3.
Panahon ng pagbabago, panahon ni Kristo. Itong panahon ng bagong siglo, kabataang Pilipino. Hey! siglo, kabataang Pilipino. Isigaw, isaya, bago-bago ang bago. Isigaw, isaya, si Jesus na kailangan, kabataang Pilipino. Sa buong mundo, simula ng pagbabago sa sarili mo.
Felt like I've just been taken to the 90s in all the wrong ways. You know what I mean? The arrangement sounds cliche, it sounds old. If I heard it on the radio, I'd be like, I'd switch the channel immediately, just the second I heard that style. So I'm wondering how you're gonna target empowering youth when I think you have a style and a sound that won't relate to the youth at all. In fact, you know, your audience is probably 45 and up.
I feel like I can listen to it on the radio, but it's just there. I mean, it's neutral. It's not the best. It's not really bad. So it's just, you just turn it on and you're driving, it's traffic, and just listen to it. I think that's how it is for me.
What I liked about it is the simplicity of it. The simplicity of the melody, because I can tell that you have experience writing songs and that, you know, the simple stuff sometimes, that could be the toughest to come around. So I like that part of it. I also appreciate the energy that you guys brought. So really that counts for something. I could see that you guys were enjoying your performance.
Without a doubt. Single digits. It's what I think. If you guys really want to, we can go with a high single digit 9.
Which is actually the lowest.
No, man, because for the context, right? Youth empowerment for the theme doesn't fit. For relating, like I don't think it relates to their target audience. I don't think it sounds modern. I don't think it fulfills any of the goals that it's supposed to. As far as the goal of this segment, right? The theme. So, to me, I mean, it could be to their format but I think if they would have changed chords, if they would have, like, just lyrically, it's too many lyrics. A lot of things are just kind of out for what you're gonna expect. I know you disagree. It's
No,
okay.
no. That's why I asked you if you
So-
wanted to know how young they were. But
No, I
so
could
you
tell,
were
I
right.
mean-
They were kind of young, and
But it's regardless if you're young or not, right? If someone says, hey, if you're a good
Write-
songwriter,
write a
someone
song,
calls you,
yeah.
you're 65 or 70 or whatever, and they say to write it for the youth. If you're a good songwriter, you do
relate
it.
it to
It has nothing
our
to do
time.
with your age.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, it's regardless of how old they are, it's what was the theme and what are we trying to do. And then do you package it in a way that it reaches your audience?
Yeah, they didn't hit the theme of this.
It's like a middle-aged empowerment.
Make the most of the time left.
I don't know, man.
We are now down to our last performance. Oh, may mga hula na ba kayo kung sino ang makakakuha ng top spot this week? Susunod na ang last performance for this week at ang announcement ng top band. Kaya huwag kayong maglilipat ng channel, magbabalik pa ang Ignite Gospel Music Festival Season 4. At ito na nga, ibibigay ko na agad sa inyo ang ating huling performance. Will this band be better than the bands kanina? Aba, we'll find that out. Here's Seed with their song Tuloy Tuloy.
5, 4, 3,
kabanata at sa o kasaysayan ikaw ang siyang susulat ng bagong umaga. Tama lang pag-magising at sumamahagulat at iyong bagong mundo. Tama lang pag-magising at sumamahagulat at iyong bagong mundo. Tuloy, tuloy, malinaw ka na. Tuloy, tuloy, hindi na kaya ikaw. Gagawan ko. Ay, ay, awa ko. Oh, 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 oh,
I really like the song because of the repetitive lines. I think that's a good style for us to remember. There's a hook, there's groove in the music. It makes me feel like there's movement in the song, and that's very important. I feel like you used the magical 4 chords. It's so magical that I hear it. I was just waiting for the keyboard solo. Like, there was that part that you were just moving, and that keyboard solo, I'd like to hear that. You did something, but you know, you could have put in a little bit more, like, you know, well, yeah, I was waiting for that, so I guess that's it. I like it very much.
I like the song as well. I thought it was fun.
Chorus is good. You have a really strong chorus. It has a lot of recall, and it's easy to sing.
Tuwa kami dahil
Sa akin okay siya.
okay.
I thought they were good. They have the look.
Oh, they have the look, yeah.
Yeah.
Except they could be more confident.
Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah. Particularly the frontman, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got the look, but he needs to have that.
So what, best chorus so far?
Yeah. Do you think they can make?
So do we give out the elusive 20?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
the question.
Alright! Talaga naman nakaka-LSS itong huling kanta na to, no? Before we announce to you the scores and the top band for this week, let's ask muna the judges kung kamusta ba ang kanilang experience working together.
I know he is very critical. He's very critical, but he's very honest. And because if you're honest, it will really help. It will really help the band members to improve, and they will know specifically what they need to work on. And so I guess being honest and as a judge is very important.
It's still good. Thank God. No. No, it's good. It's good to be back, and it's always insightful. She brings the variable of the lyrics and the vocalist, and can really pinpoint things for the front person to work on, which is very important for, or arguably the most important part for any band.
Ace, I think he has a different perspective too, and it adds to the panel. And if he offers that kind of perspective, I guess the people or the band members, the people who make songs in this competition, it will help them have a different opinion from someone else with a different mind. So I guess that really helps. It has a good mix, having Harold and Ace, and then me.
Enjoyed it. You can tell that he comes from a stronger songwriting background. A couple times that he mentioned attention to syllables, which is stuff that is very important, and a lot of people miss representing, you know, how to lay out a proper verse or making sense between parts of a chorus and things like that. And it's taken for granted, and they just try to rush through the syllables, and the song never quite sits right. So there were some great points that were brought out by Ace regarding songwriting and just laying out the form of the song.
Working with them was quite the experience because while I listen for certain things and see things a certain way, I like their perspectives. I like how Harold is able to sort of really delve into questions about genre, questions about who your target market is, and I really appreciate and I also find useful Casper's perspective about, you know, lyricism, because when I was judging the performers, the bands on my own, you know, I was sort of confined to, you know, my own biases, my own opinions, my own musical background, and hearing them say these, give their comment, hearing them ask their questions, sort of allowed me to ask myself that, you know, internally while they were talking to the band.
And now, let's announce the top band for this week.
So guys, we want to congratulate you. You are our 3 top choices today, and it was extremely close and extremely difficult. I think there might have been some tears, I don't know for sure. And out of you 3, we had to choose one favorite for today, because there has to be one. And what we chose was the band Up. What did it? The band that we chose as a unanimous favorite for today was Seed.
Hindi namin in-expect. Ang gusto lang namin is makapag-produce ng gusto namin tunog.
Tinugon ni Lord yung prayer namin kanina before na magsala kami. Kaya there's a miracle working that when you pray.
Wow! Thank you! Salamat po. Nabaha po kami. Thank you. Thank you po.
What?
The band that earned the win today is Seed, and they did it based on the numbers in their performance. And regardless of what you might think, you know, like the audience or viewers might say, well, you know, this band has the most potential or whatever. In the end, it is irrelevant of what you could have, should have, or would have done. It's what did you do? And so they're the band that delivered today, and we'll see if they deliver next time.
At sila po nagtatapos ang unang round ng performances ng ating mga bands. Congratulations sa Seed for a well-deserved score this round. Next week, isa na namang mentor ang kanilang makikilala. At balita ko, ang dami nilang matututunan sa mentoring session na ito. We'll see about that next week, kung sino ang mentor na ito at kung ano ang tema natin next week. Pero sa ngayon, i-follow nyo muna kami on our social media accounts for the freshest update about Ignite. Sa Facebook, it's facebook.com/Ignite Gospel Music Festival, at sa Twitter naman, you can follow us at IgniteGMF. And while you're following our social media accounts, I'd like to promote my very own band's social media accounts. It's facebook.com/The Who Ones Official, our Twitter account at The Who Ones_band, and our Instagram account at The Who Ones Official. And of course, bago tayo tuluyan magpaalam, we would like to thank our ever so supportive sponsors. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Thank you to Infinitive Entertainment Studio, Eton Centuries, CISO International, House of Praise, and Church Strengthening Ministry. Magkita-kita tayo ulit next week. Once again, I'm your host and insider, Carl Guevara. Ignite the fire of musical excellence. This is Ignite Gospel Music Festival Season 4.